Say you gon' ride, say you gon' step by me. Spin and slide, say you gon' step by me. Who gon' step by me? Who gon' step by me?
Yeah, told him I would be a boss before I had business. I don't even need nobody here to vouch. I was all alone, so I ain't have a witness.
It's week 14 of the NFL, and we'll see Christian Watson. He's putting together one of the better seasons in league.
Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by a first-round pick in the 2020 draft out of Utah State. This is Jordan Love.
You know what I did in pregame? I made sure I touched him as he went by. I want a little bit of what he's got.
The golden arm from last week.
Oh, how much fun was that to watch that game tape, all right? Ready? The number of touchdowns, what was that, 5 last week?
Yeah.
But 0 interceptions. So you think he's due to throw a pick? But I'm betting that he continues the streak in this game.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 19 carries, 86 yards.
They put a lot of effort into game playing and establishing this ground game last week, and the reward was a nice day rushing the ball. Helped them put a balanced offense out on the field. And that carry,
there he goes, right side. And he will take this all the way down to the Packers' 36-yard line. 36 yards on the play. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Love. There's a short throw. It's caught by Kmet. Unable to corral him. He fights through. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Add this game to the last one, and they moved the ball over 50 yards in 2 plays. Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. 1st and 10 right at the 20. Love now. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And they'll get this down to the 10. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. First down, Love to pass. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal.
A 4-yard gain brings up 2nd and goal at the Packers' 6-yard
to pass, here's Jordan Love. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
And he's going to go down, sacked back at the 13-yard line. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. And his kick is right there. It's good, and it's 3-0. The Bears hit the scoreboard first. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. So here comes the Packers offense now onto the field. They'll be led out by a first-round pick back in 2021 from Ohio State. It's Justin Fields.
And not only does he have all the skills that you're looking for as a quarterback, he's incredibly tough and plays the game fearlessly as both a runner and a passer. You provide a good running game around him and let him throw deep off the play action, you've got an all-star in the making.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. Off play action, Fields on the move to his left. Pass caught, it's Romeo Doubs. And they nearly get this gets all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. On play action, Fields flush to his right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down. Now a 2nd and 10. Play action. It's Fields. They'll roll him out right. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete. Christian Watson, the man he was looking for. But now it's 3rd down. You look at this Bears defense. They were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
And the big difference in the game, their ability to force turnovers. Multiple, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, the big difference in the game.
It was impressive. Now the question, can they duplicate it? Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. 1st down on a pickup of 11. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields sliding out of the pocket. That is incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
Here we go. 2nd and 10. A play fake, now Fields to throw. Rolling to his right. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on the flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show.
That's a Packers touchdown. Samori Toure, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Packers have answered that early field goal to take a first-quarter lead. Carlson's extra point up and good, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Carlson back out there now to send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. And the stakes in this game certainly high as we get toward the end of the regular season. For now, they are holding a wild card spot, but there are no shortage of other teams in the NFC looking to take that spot from them.
Starting with the guys on the other side of the field because they're on the outside looking in, and no one likes to be in that position. You want to be in the room, not looking inside to see everyone else having fun.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Love, they go play action now. A throw left side taken in by Kmet. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. We've seen quite a bit of this short passing game here early on 1st quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
2nd and 5.
Check pitch. Smith red.
They run the counter. It's Curry, and that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Ready.
Here now a 3rd down and 8.
Ready.
To throw now, here's Love. Forced out to his left. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. 23 yards on the tuck and run. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38. Throwing. Love. His throw incomplete. These two teams, you might recall, met back in mid-season, week 8 to be exact. And it was the Bears getting the road victory, so they'll look now to take the season series here at Soldier Field. Love's throw complete there to Moore. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 21. Now Love. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks him. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45.
They'll take over first and 10 at the 44-yard line.
On first and 10, here's Fields. He'll buy some time right. That one caught downfield by Watson. He got 29 yards that time. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's first and 10. Now it's Fields. Dancing to his left. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try to pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. There is no denying they want to get him involved. That's already the 5th time that they've looked his way in this first quarter.
So that tells me defensively that they want to insist on going in that direction. Make sure you've got your best people in the area to try and take that up.
And this is going to be intercepted. Tyreek Stevenson picks it up. And the Bears are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points are given away? It could cost them a ball game.
And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Back in Chicago, ready for the second quarter. It's the Bears in possession. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another first and 10. Working out of the gun. Love. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Moore. It'll go as a gain of 4. And that's going to bring up second down.
At the 43-yard line.
Here's Love. Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
That was a chance for the breakthrough. He's got a man running free, and you've got to be able to put that on him. But instead, led him too far, incomplete.
To the right side, and he's got more complete. Pushing his way through. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. What a play that turns out to be, 36 yards.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
On first and 10, Love. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Lucas Van Ness able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Ready?
Now a second down throw for Love here. Open man is Kmet, the tight end. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Love looking to throw it. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Quay Walker drops him for a loss of 12, and it also brings up 4th down. He had the distance, but it's no good. Wide to the right, and that will keep this a 4-point game.
And anytime you see a kicker trot out to try one from 56 yards, you know everything's got to come off perfectly for it to have a chance. If the laces aren't quite right, if he doesn't hit the fat part of the ball just right, it's unlikely to go through, and that one winds up no good.
So the missed 56-yarder, and now the flip side. Good starting field position at the 46 near midfield. Meanwhile, Fields' throw pulled in by Woods. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 19 yards there on the catch and run. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Fields. Steps away to his left. He hits Dobbs on the crosser. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 24. Ron Rivera scowling down on the sideline, and he's thrown out the red challenge flag. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. On 1st down, it's Fields. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Again, Fields. This pass out wide to Hall. Give him 2 yards. That sets him up. 1st and goal. Here's Fields. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Jaden Reed from a yard out. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Carlson's extra point up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11.
14. There's 3. Anders Carlson to kick off for the Packers.
So after the made field goal, here's Carlson to send it away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. And this late season game, of course, not lacking for drama when you talk about the AFC playoff picture.
Yeah, in a sense, it's the haves versus the have-nots, because this group on offense, they'd be a wild card if the postseason started today, but they know the guys on the other side of the ball are still in that dreaded in the hunt category, and they're hungry for a win today.
And the Bears, 1st down.
Love now to pass on 1st down. Pass to Brown. He's got it on the crossing route. Touchdown, Chicago! Noah Brown, 61 yards. And the Bears are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that makes it a 14-10 ball game. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The offense set to get going. Justin Fields bringing him out at quarterback. 5 for 5 that last drive. Touchdown pass as well. He was clicking. Receivers, I don't want to be cliche, but running really solid routes, too.
And what I love about it is when you look across any team, all right, the body types of the receivers are usually different. The way that they get open, different as well. Some of them use power to get open. Some of them use those head fakes and subtle moves. Some of them just use pure speed. And the really good ones, when they're established, they know how to push off at the end of a route, too.
Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
Well, I think you have to forgive him just a little bit here because he's out of the pocket trying to make a play. But he rushes this throw and just wings it downfield right over the head of his wide-open receiver.
Now a throw from outside the pocket, complete out left. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. One play action. Fields buying time to his left. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Roughing the passer, defense.
So roughing the passer there, a big mistake defensively.
Yeah, and even though you've got a quarterback out of the pocket and the rules change downfield, that doesn't mean the same rules don't apply with the QB. Anything more than one step, they're going to throw a flag on you every time.
A throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. So an incomplete pass a moment ago, and that leads to 2nd and goal. Back to throw, Fields. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Well, that's a perfect example of how he was named NFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's game. He is just all around the football right now, isn't he?
That he is, and it's funny because I talked with the coaching staff about drills that they do in practice, and one of them is called matching.
Touchdown! From 8 yards out, and the Packers are able to extend their lead. Carlson on for the extra point. It's good, and it's 21-10. A drive that time of 6 plays, and it ends with a Packers touchdown.
Anders Carlson to kick off for the Packers.
So now Carlson, after the touchdown, called on to send this one away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. Another drive coming up for this Chicago offense. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, playing the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
Now that's to the left sideline and incomplete.
Set, ready.
On third down, Love. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, they came up with points in their first 2 possessions, but it looks like they'll come up empty here on their third drive. The defense finally starting to get locked into them a little bit. Might have to go a little bit deeper into their playbook on their next possession.
Fielded at about the 28. Just a net of 34 there following a punt of 44 yards. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. So good field position for the Packers as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. He's got the hook up with Dobbs. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done.
A gain of 37 yards.
Off play action. Fields flushed out right. And that's going to be incomplete.
Martin, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
Play action. It's Fields escaping the pressure right. This is caught. And it's a Packers Christian Watson, 25 yards for the touchdown, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Now Carlson for the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it was all capped off by a touchdown catch from Christian Watson. Carlson back out there now to send this one away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Second down, Love. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And 3rd and 8 now. Now they got to get to the line quickly.
3rd and 8.
Ready?
Final play of the half, Love. And his throw here's incomplete. So we've come to halftime. Well, we're in the latter stages of this season. Everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that we're going to skip the halftime and get ready for the third quarter. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Packer offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went into the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw.
Just a crazy throw there, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jaquan Brisker. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line. Pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the third quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
Second down in the yard.
Second and 1 at the 17-yard line.
Now a handoff up the middle. Curry, and he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks. Now Love. Looks for the out route, and it's complete to Kmet. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it'll be second down.
Brings up second and 5 at the 11-yard line.
A give left side here for Herbert. Into the juke. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Khalil Herbert, his third rushing touchdown of the year. And the Bears use the short field to get in for 6.
And maybe that's the magic touch right there. They didn't use him at all in the first half, at least running the football. But here they entrust him with some work down in the red zone, and he responds. 1 carry, 1 touchdown.
McLaughlin for the extra point. And that one makes this an 11-point deficit now. Just a 4-play drive that time. And in the end, the finishing touch, an 11-yard run. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. A play fake, now Fields to throw. Being chased out left. Completed out left to Dobbs. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Steps away. Completes it again to Dobbs. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
Now Fields on 3rd and goal. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Give him credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we're talking about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Michael Davis. And the Bears are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, the decision there, 4th and goal. They go for it, but this ball intercepted in the end zone.
Hey, how about some applause for the stand by this defense? Just to force them into a 4th and goal situation was one thing, but then to get the interception, keep them off the scoreboard, that's a job very well done.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Let's go.
Here's Love. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over it that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. To throw now, here's Love. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Quay Walker picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Here's Thomas Morstead now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. 8 yards on the return following a punt of 41. And the Packers will have a short field to work with here as they take over 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
They'll roll him out right. That one caught downfield by Watson. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. Fields. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number, not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense, they spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try to chip away this time.
Able to get 9 out of that pitch and catch, but now 3rd and goal. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown.
Jelani Woods, a 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. Carlson's extra point up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. 5 plays there on that drive. And a Jelani Woods touchdown catch capped things off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And now the Bears coming out as they get ready. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
At the 37-yard line.
Set, go.
Love looking to throw it. And he'll go right back to Moore. Complete again. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 12 more yards for him there. It's a 1st down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Set.
Love. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game.
Ready, ready.
Love now. Complete on the quick throw to Moore. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. We're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. To pass, here's Jordan Love. Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th. Here's Thomas Morstead now, as he's on to punt for Chicago. And this will be taken at the 13. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what...
He's got a man complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Eluding the pressure right. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first. Fields on 1st down. Out to his left. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jaquan Brisker. And the Bears are going to get the football back as time will run out in this 3rd quarter of play. So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make...
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. Well, I get it, Charles. Desperate times call for desperate measures. Down big. They just sent their receivers out, let it fly. But the defense, they were ready.
Yeah, and there aren't too many people left in this stadium that couldn't see that coming. But that's not a major criticism at all because you had to try it. What you're hoping for is one of your athletes out-athletes everyone else and makes a dramatic play.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. On 2nd down, a run with Hall. He'll be brought down short of the 15, but a really good move on the run. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Now it's Fields. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that. And thus far, they've been successful.
Here we go on 4th down. Fields. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. Now Fields. And it's a Packers touchdown. Breece Hall from 3 yards out. And the Packers are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead. Carlson's extra point up and good. And they open the lead up now to 25. So after the made field goal, here's Carlson to send it away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Bears offense making their way out as we give you a look at the playoff race in the NFC. And as we take a look at the playoff picture, certainly still a lot of jostling to go in these final few weeks. For the moment, they would be a wild card team. Far from locked up, but that's why this is exciting. These last few weeks, a lot to play for.
So much to play for. And remember, 7 teams in each conference go to the playoffs instead of 6. And not to mention, remember when the league made that move a few seasons ago to put divisional games at the end of the year? So you get to week 16 and 17, you're playing for playoff spots, and you're playing divisional games. Couldn't be more exciting than that.
On 1st and 10, Love. Packer pressure, and down he goes. More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack.
Guys with his talent in the pocket aren't supposed to be getting hit like this, and you know an intense conversation with the offensive line is going to occur after this one. Might not be from him, but the offensive line coach will have plenty to say about this game.
That catch now puts him on the doorstep of 500. It's his 499th reception. The Bears on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 9. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December, right? It is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Touchdown! Jaden Reed, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Packers have sewn this one up as they add to their lead here in the 4th. Oh, how about this? No good. Just his 2nd miss of the year, and our score will stay right where it is. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Bears offense now heading back out onto the field. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Well, the pressure gets to Love, and he'll go down. Montez Sweat able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Love's throw complete here to his receiver, Brown. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14. Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Packers will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road and help seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
33 yards that time.
And even with the game seemingly in hand, they're continuing to fire away, pressing the ball down the field. Listen, it's worked all day. No reason to go away from it now.
Forced out to his left. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. On play action, Fields. That's going to be caught. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Carlson on for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And the result, a Green Bay score. So now Carlson, after the touchdown, called on to send this one away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. DJ Moore headed back out as the Bears take over on possession. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it? Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing. Love. There's a short throw. It's caught by Kmet. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end. Take some easier completions.
Okay, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. He's got his target. That's complete. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big play that time on the catch and run. 36 yards. Jordan Love ready on first down here. That's complete right side to Kmet.
They really love to get him into one-on-one opportunities, and this is one way. Work him out of the slot and create a mismatch. Who's going to cover him? Corner, safety, linebacker? He's got a way to beat all of those positions.
Now Love. And again back to Kmet. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal as they look to punch in a late score. Back to throw again. And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free, and his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. Now a hit and a loose football. Oh, and one of the linebackers has got it. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. Love now to pass on first down. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Now a 2nd down throw for Love here. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line. Well, this game well in hand. Perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
But we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline.
And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. That's why you've got your star out there. Throw the ball to him. They did.
That's simply saying we don't care what coverage you put out there. He's so good, we're going there with the football anyway, and there's not a thing you can do about it.
Inside the red zone, they go to him. He gets it done. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead is down to 24. So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here. they can do starting with the onside kick. And this one's going to be covered up by the Packers hands team. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. Rolling to his left. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Jaquan Brisker. And the Bears are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. So the ball changing hands on the interception, but meanwhile here we do have an injury on the play. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Following the interception, Love. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Lucas Van Ness. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Here's Love. And he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To throw now. Here's Love. Under pressure, and down he goes. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now. He's got the connection to Moore. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. No reason not to try it there. They do indeed convert on 4th. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Working out of the gun. Love. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Love looking to throw it. And that one too wide and incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Back to throw. Love. To the sideline and incomplete.
There's a quarterback who's learned his lesson. He's thrown a few interceptions so far. That time he said, I'm making sure nobody catches this one.
Here's Thomas Morstead now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Just all around a solid performance, and now they've got the 3-score lead here, Charles. So final seconds of the 4th quarter.
Yeah, in this one, they've been in control, haven't they? They've earned this victory. No question who the better team was out there in this game. And frankly, the score could have been a lot worse than it was. Give them a lot of credit for how they played in this one.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Green Bay, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they move to 8-5. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Arizona to take on the Cardinals. Meanwhile, for the Bears, they can ill afford to drop too many more as they fall to 7-6 on the year. And they'll look to get back on track next week as